Welcome to the Kirkham Report's coverage of the Eurovision Song Contest semifinals. I'm TC Kirkham, the Kirkham Report, going a little bit early because we're not sure what time these are going to get over. The semifinals for the first round have just ended, and it was an interesting show, I have to say. This was really, really a lot of fun and a lot of interesting things going on, some staging. I'm going to go through the list. We're going to check out my predictions. I don't have any opening music or anything, but it should be fun to see what we had out here. The first 17 of the contest performed tonight. We're going to take them in the order they performed. It was opened up, of course, by the hosts of the Eurovision contest. They did a great opening number, and I mean, there was all kinds of interesting, fun stuff that it started with, and I really think it was a brilliant opening that led to the introduction of the three hosts: Alessandro Catalan, singer Laura Pausini, and Mika, singer from I believe he's Lebanese and British. They're handling the host duties for Eurovision this week. A lot of great stuff happening with that, and I hope that everyone will play along with this. I'm not going to give you the results until the end, but we're going to go right now to the competition. I got to say that dress Laura Pausini started with that pink ensemble. Later, she changed to a purple ensemble. A couple of quick comments about the American coverage. If you're watching this in Europe, I don't know how each individual country handles it. I've watched it on VPN most of the time when I haven't had a local network. But this year, Peacock is running it. We were subjected to a lot of Johnny Weir, who turned out to be a great host for the show, but they were blocking the view of the full show. They were cutting it out sometimes, and I understand that they're doing that for American reasons, but it's you got to have that up there. So to Peacock, please leave the original feed in the corner when Johnny's on, if nothing else, because we can't keep track of where they are, and those of us handling this kind of stuff need to see that. Johnny did a great job. You can tell he's a genuine fan of the show. He was funny. He got his crew involved. So if we have to have a host, Johnny Weir is the perfect person for it. So sign him to long term for this. I think it'll be interesting to see what will happen in the next couple of shows. Let's run them down. I'm going to give my comments on the performances and also on how it looked. I have not been watching the rehearsals. So many people watched the rehearsals and such over the last week. I stopped. I don't do that because it's just not possible for me unless I just watch tapes of them. So I just prefer to come in and do it right from the beginning. Kicking things off with Albania, Ronella Hajati and Secret, sung partially in Albanian and partially in English. I'm not sure about the outfit she had on. She had on this, I don't know, it was half nightgown, half teddy, and it was very interesting. The song is great. I have loved the song over the few months that we've been prepping Eurovision. Not a bad performance at all vocally. I thought she and she also had like what looked like high top sneakers on. I wasn't really sure of the presentation, but it was well done. She sounded great. She was a little pitchy from time to time, but I think everybody would be when you're trying to be out there and singing live. It's not easy to do, but it was a top notch performance from her. Latvia came in on the second slot with their kind of a comical song they have up called Eat Your Salad. The color coordination between the band members was great. They let the audience sing the word pussy in the first line of the song. That was pretty funny. They were great on stage. Their presentation was terrific. The song it equates Eat Your Salad with hot sex, but it also equates it with climate change. It was a very interesting mix of music, and it has been a very mid-range song for most fans. They like it. They aren't sure whether they love it or not. It has gotten interesting coverage, though, and the performance was just outstanding. Lithuania was up third. Monica Leo singing in Lithuanian, Sentimentai. She is a true modern-day chanteuse. The song, very much an old-fashioned style love song, and sung in her native language. Great presentation. I loved that dress she had on. She looked fantastic. The song itself, I'm a fan of. Not a over huge fan, but I do like it. It's one of those that has grown on me. And I'm really glad that the performance was so well done. They did the presentation just perfectly. Up fourth, Switzerland, and perhaps my favorite vocalist in this year's competition, Marius Bear, doing Boys Do Cry. The staging on this was interesting, and I couldn't tell whether or not that it was something was going wrong or whether they really did have this dark, stark stage with just little things that the camera wasn't showing. But for Marius Bear, it's all about his voice. This man, I in my notes, when I did my picks this week, he's in fourth place in my picks. I love this song. I love this man's voice. He is a fantastic vocalist. He reminds me of a modern day Louis Armstrong with the quality and the raspiness he sometimes has. He was a little pitchy near the end, but I'll tell you something, stupendous performance from him. I love him anyway, so I'm going to love him all the way across. Next up was Slovenia with Disco by LPS, Last Pizza Slice. These kids are really something else. And I'm pushing 60. I can say that. These kids are young enough to be grandkids of me. And what a great, this song has gotten slagged on by half the Eurovision fandom, but it's a kicky little song. They released an English language version of it over the weekend. Great little song. These guys, 17, 18, the guitar player is 16, and the older guy, who I think is their professor, I'm not sure, on keyboards. These guys are fantastic. I love the song. I love the presentation. A little bit too much of the rotating camera work, where he was just walking around the disco ball, showing the four of them and the drummer up on the pedestal. But I like that song. I like the presentation. It was top notch. They did a great performance. It is what it is. I think it's fantastic. It is in my top 10. Most other people don't feel that way, and I don't know whether it's going to get through. We'll talk about that. I talked about that when I posted my Deuce Paw this morning. Next up on the list, Ukraine. Ukraine has been a fan favorite the last 3 years. The first two from Go A, 2020 canceled show, and 2021. One of their members is the founder of the Kalush Orchestra, and Stefania. It plays low on my list, but it doesn't, as I said, it doesn't mean I don't like it. It's just I don't go in for those traditional rhythms always. But let me tell you, that performance knocked it out of the freaking ballpark. These guys really know how to deliver a live performance. Love the fuzzy pink hat the guys got on. It really is their show to lose this year. And it's not a political situation. They are just that damn good, although what's going on between Russia and Ukraine is definitely going to have an effect on it. But overall, even if that wasn't going on, they would have a big shot at the win on Saturday. And I don't think there's any doubt they're going to go through. Bulgaria was up next. Intelligent Music Project and Intention. Some people have been really mean to these guys. They're calling it geriatric metal online. They are old. They're older musicians. They're doing older sounding stuff, but they really did it well live. They had a great performance. I thought it was terrific. I do like the way things are done. way they staged it with how they had everything going fine there. It was overall a really good performance. Next up, the Netherlands, S10 and De Pette. Did I get that right? I don't know. I don't speak Dutch. It's the first time since 2010 that the Netherlands have performed in Dutch. They usually perform in English. The song it translates to the depths. It's about the depths of the emotion that you have when you are in love with someone. A Tomorrow People fan like me could really relate to that. I love this song. I love the video. Her performance was stark, bleak, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I'm really, really super impressed. I'm worried that the staging was a little too static, but I really think that the song stands out so much above the others. It is a fan favorite, so we'll see what happens. Moldova, Dubsy Dub, and the Adahava brothers, and I'm sorry I didn't say that right. This is in the mid-pack in most of the fans, but this thing is just so much fun. It's just talking about a train trip, and it is really it's a traditional. It opens and closes with heavy guitar, and then it turns into this traditional number with violins and accordions and everything else. And these guys have represented Moldova in the Eurovision contest twice before, and both times they made the finals. They're going to make the finals this year, I'm sure. It was just so much fun. I love the synchronized I don't know, almost like the monkeys dance on the beach when you see the monkeys opening in the TV show with the guy that's doing the fiddle and the guy doing the accordion. I was on the floor. The outfits are just blinding. But this song is so much fun. You cannot not like it. It's just too good. I wish I could say the same that everybody else is saying about Portugal. Portugal is up next with Saúde. Saúde, performed in English and Portuguese by Maro. This song isn't bad. Don't get me wrong. It's not bad by a long shot, but man, it is a snooze fest compared to some of the other songs in the contest. It has a very Enya Clannad like feel to it, very new agey. I think it might have improved if they had done it all in Portuguese rather than splitting it between English and Portuguese, because when I listen to her sing English, it sounds like it's a second language, and that doesn't always work. Now, I know the fans have been absolutely gaga for this song. I placed it in my bottom 10. I'm not a big fan of the song. The performance was stupendously well done, though, I have to say. She is and a very appealing. She looked terrified. I got to be honest. She looked terrified. But the song itself, really, really something. Croatia was up next. Mia Dimsik, I believe it's pronounced, with Guilty Pleasure. This song is in the middle of the pack with me. It's in the middle of the pack with most of the other fans I've seen. It's a great little number. The problem was she got upstaged by her dancers in the video for the national final, and it didn't really, it kind of distracted from the song. The same thing was going on during the performance. She had 4 dancers out there acting out the lyrics of a song, which is basically you're the other woman and you want to be the first woman. And the song itself reminds me of Fifth Dimension songs like If I Could Reach You or Captain Tennille's Love on a Shoestring, with that kind of a storyline where there's 2 women and for 1 man. It's a great song, and she is an incredible vocalist. I think the staging might have hurt her, but her vocals were top notch. Ready, the all-lady rock act from Denmark, was up next with The Show. This is a good song. It's not a great song in my view. I love their performance. They are terrific together, but I really think that they need to. I don't like the fact that it starts off as a ballad and then goes to the rock thing. It completely takes you out of the moment when you're listening to it. It should have been all rock or all ballad. It's kind of off-putting. Some people have really liked it, but it's mostly landed in the middle of the pack with most people. And tonight's performance, it was fine. It wasn't bad. It was just plainly staged with just the band on stage. But still a very good performance. Next up, another fan favorite, Austria. Austria, Lou Mix, the mixer, featuring Pia Maria. And I have to say, it's been reported over the last couple of weeks, she's been having a lot of problems with the IFB. She's not used to using the in-ear headphones while she's performing. She overcame that fine. The performance was excellent. Her vocals were fine. I didn't see any problems. So obviously she's had time to get used to it. She was having problems with that in the tour also. And I don't think it was a terrible thing. And I think that they did a good job for the Euro techno beat. It is, like Johnny Weir said, it is the most European song in the group. Very techno, very danceable. It's a dance club song, and it was passable. I'm not a big fan of it, but I like it. There's nothing wrong with it. Iceland was up next, and please forgive me, everybody from Iceland, if I butcher this. Sistur with Mjölda Hakandande Sol. I hope I'm close on that. I have loved this since the very beginning. It's in the upper teens in my list. They have a hell of a row to hoe following Daddy Frere. Daddy Frere has been kind of dominating the Eurovision circles for 2 years now with Think About Things, and then 10 years, which finished fourth last year. But this ballad, this has the energy that Portugal doesn't. It's the same kind of song, but I really love this. I love their harmonies. They are all really sisters. Their guitar work is exquisite. They are fantastic all the way around. And the live performance here was even better than the live performance they did at the Iceland National Finals, which is what's been the official video for the song. Terrific job with them. Greece, Amanda Tenfjord and Die Together. I got to be honest, this song finished 11th on my list. I like the song, but I'm very uncomfortable with the lyrics of this song. And I said so in my write-up. She is a absolutely beautiful vocalist. I love her voice, but the song, there's a couple of things about this song that bug me. A couple of years ago, I would never knock John's Tears, who I adored, both of his songs from 2020 and 2021. But the 2020 video just made me crazy because of its pretentious French film look. I just hated that video. I love the song. This has that same quality, and this is due to the vocoder she uses in the first verse. There's a vocoder echo similar to Laurie Anderson's "Oh Superman" in the background on the first verse. And it just does it. It makes her sound robotic. And I know that's the intent of kind of making her sound a little bit out of there, because she's suggesting that rather than break up, they should die together. Run, guy, run. I love the song though. She's an absolutely beautiful vocalist. The staging was excellent and exquisitely beautiful and well done for the song. I really enjoyed that. Next up, 16th performance, another huge fan favorite from all over the world, and the one that's could be the most likely to break loose the same way Think About Things did a couple years ago. Subwoofer from Norway and Give That Wolf a Banana. This clearly a nonsense song with the lyrics are just kind of out there. It's kind of sort of based on Red Riding Hood. But you gotta love these guys. Their performance was awesome. It was exactly what was expected of them. The same thing they did in the Norwegian finals. It's great to look at. It's fun to watch. The song is fun. My wife gets kind of crazy because, wolves don't eat bananas, but that's her, and that's how things are. All the way around, the fandom is just really behind the song, and it's probably going to do really well. And I mean, Oh, by the way, Johnny Weir mentioned that the most recent win for Norway was in 2019. He did not correct that later. They did not win in 2019. That was the Netherlands. So, Johnny, tell your team to get their act together there. In any case, it was terrific. We closed the performances in semifinal one with Armenia and Rosalind and Snap, her wonderful Broken Heart love song. Of course, in the video, she's got that floating house with the sails, and the video is just brilliant. I love the song. I love her. She's 21 years old. She's got a great voice, and this song is just such a little delight. Saying how, she's just going to snap if she hears one more thing about her broken relationship. Great song. And the staging is odd, but likable because it looks like the walls are covered with toilet paper. I mean, it really does, but it does come when you see the whole thing. I'd seen a little bit from the rehearsal and I was like, what the hell? And now I know, having seen the performance, I know what they were going for. She goes along and yanks stuff off and stuff appears on the walls. Really fantastic job, and I love that song. So I will see what happens. That was the end. We broke for the voting at that point, and I have to be honest. I'm going to go through this. I don't think my predictions went all the way anywhere, but I thought that out of all of the 17 acts, my predictions that I made just about 20 minutes before we went live, I felt there were 7 acts that were locks to go through. Lithuania, Ukraine, the Netherlands, Portugal, Austria, Greece, and Norway, based on fan support. And if any of that group didn't make it through, it was going to be a major upset. And we did end up with one of those 7 not making it. There were 4 that I thought could get through if they did well enough: Armenia, Denmark, Latvia, and Switzerland. I know everybody has been down on Marius Bear, which I don't get. I'm so pissed at you guys, but I get pissed at the Eurovision fan community every year because I'm an American. What do I know? This is what they keep telling me. But from an American point of view, Boys Do Cry, one of the best songs of the contest this year. His voice is unbelievable. I would love to hear him sing with Jean's Tears and Josh Groban. That would be something else. Anyway, those were the predictions. And this is what happened. At the end of the vote, the 10 acts going through, the 10 countries going through to the finals on Saturday are, in the order they were announced, in random order: Switzerland, yay! Armenia, Iceland, that was a shock, Lithuania, Portugal, Norway, Greece, Ukraine, Moldova, and the Netherlands. I'm not sure who Armenia or Iceland. Actually, none of them, but I had some. The one that did not get through that I thought would was Austria, because Austria has this huge area of fan support. There's always one that doesn't make it through, at least, and that seems to be it. People might be tiring of just the Eurodance stuff. So on Saturday, we will see those 10 countries at the grand finals. Before that, of course, we're going to be doing the semifinals on Thursday. This is the second group of countries participating. And on Thursday, for those of you who don't know, let me pull up that list and I will let you know who is there. No, that's not the right one. This is fun when I'm trying to do this live. Oh, there it is. On Thursday, we will see 18 more acts, 10 of whom will get through to the finals. The 18 acts we will see on Thursday are Finland, the Rasmus with Jezebel; Israel, Michael Ben David with I Am; Serbia, Konstraka and Incorporo Santo, which is another big fan favorite that is inexplicable to me. Azerbaijan, Nadir Kustamo with Fade to Black. Georgia, Circus Mercus and Lock Me In. Malta, Emma Muscat and I Am What I Am. San Marino, Achille Laurel and Stripper. Australia, Sheldon Riley and Not the Same. Cyprus, Andromache and Ella. Ireland, Brooke and That's Rich. North Macedonia, Andrea and Circles. Estonia, Stefan and Hope. Romania, WRS with Lalame. Poland, Achman with River. Montenegro, Vlana with Breathe, their return to the contest after several years away. Belgium, Jeremy Makisi and Miss You. Sweden, Cornelia Jacobs and Hold Me Closer. And the Czech Republic, We Are Domi and Lights Off. Those are the 18 competitors that will join the 10 that I just mentioned in the final. They will join the 10 that win of that 18 group will join the other 10 and the Big Five in the finals. Of course, the Big Five being United Kingdom, France, Germany, Italy, and Spain. They have automatic buys because they pay the most money. So that's how it goes. There would normally be a sixth for the winning contest from last year, but Italy is one of the Big Five, and Italy won with Måneskin last year, so there is only 5 this year that got the bye to the finals. I will be here at the same time on Thursday and not the same time on Saturday, because Saturday's run still around 7. It's one long show. And so I'll be after that too, but I'll be live after both shows. And I hope you will join me for both of those. And I'm glad that you joined me for this. Until Thursday, keep thinking up. And by the way, congratulations to Alexa from Oklahoma, the winner of the first annual American Song Contest. Last I heard, they were scheduled to perform in Turin on Saturday's interval. So we'll see. Although I noticed that's been pulled from their website, from their wiki. So I don't know if that's still happening or not. But if it is, I can't wait to see her there. And I can't wait to see you guys again on Thursday for what did I call this? The American Novice's Guide to Eurovision Song Contest. After the show for SemiFinal One, I'm TC Kirkham, the Kirkham Report. I will see you on Thursday. Ciao, baby.